What's going on, YouTube family, Instagram family, and TikTok, and whoever else I'm following? We're going to be building a GNX Grand National, yes, RC car. It's the 1987 version. Now here I have a few parts laid out, and it's going to be a long one. I hope you guys stick around to finish the whole entire build. Okay, now this build isn't so much as me showing you guys how to build RC cars, but if you learn something, you learn something. And also, I need you guys to hit that like button. Okay, hit that like so that you can put me in the algorithm. Hit that follow, hit that subscribe. I don't know what you guys got to do, but I'm trying to get at least 1,000 followers. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this content. I will be jumping in and out of this video and explaining a few things, like this here chassis I got off of Amazon. Most of the parts I have here are all off of Amazon. Okay, so at the last video I will leave a link for all of the products that I'm using to build this RC car. And it isn't cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but it is budget friendly. It's not like a $5,000 RC car, no. But yeah, so we have those shocks right there that I had just touched, and I will be compressing those, but I'll do a separate video on how to compress your shocks so that your car can be even lower and your shocks can be stiffer than what they normally would be. Okay, so yeah, and also I'm not that good at really narrating my videos, so just bear with me. This is the GNX body. I love it. I didn't think I was gonna find it, but I found it, and it is amazing. So once I turn this card over here, you'll see the model number. So if you're interested in purchasing one, you can get it from where I got it, Amazon. Yes, we have the B2 Audio Mini subwoofers, and these things are amazing. Now they're not loud, okay, but the aesthetics of them inside the car would be so amazing. I am going to try and fit these in there, but if they don't, you know, hey, it was worth a shot. Okay, and this speaker here I'll be using as more of the actual sound to the car. Spoiler alert, these wheels that you see in front of you, I'm not going to be able to use because they are too small. So later on in my later video, I'll show you guys the wheels that I do have. I picked these ones because they were more close looking to the original GNX that Kendrick Lamar had in his video. Unfortunately, I cannot find them any larger. All right, so the reason why they didn't fit, I'll explain later on in the video. Yeah, this is just me showing you guys the Hobby Fan 4300 kV brushless motor 3S. It comes inside of a case. When it got delivered, I thought it was I don't know, like I didn't think that's what that was. It could have been a pair of iPhones or something. I don't know. I mean, not iPhones, iPods. So yeah, this is just me showing you guys again, like I said, a rundown of some of the materials and some of the equipment I'll be using for this build. So take it with a grain of salt. You may need some or maybe not all of what I'm using if you're building your own RC car, but yeah, here it is for your viewing. I also thought this transmission was broke, but I'll explain that later on in the video as well. Turns out it wasn't, and I wasted money buying a another transmission, which I'll use in a later build. All right, so here we go, guys. Time for me to stop narrating. Enjoy. All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Da Vinci here. We're going to be doing a RC build, two-wheel drive / Traxxas. I know I said that backwards, whatever. But anyways, so we're going to be doing the model GNX 1987, and it's in tribute of Kendrick Lamar's success. All right, so I was going to start with adding the pieces to the body, but unfortunately the kit that I got didn't come with a front bulkhead, so I have to order one of those, but we'll get back to that. All right, so what I'm gonna do today is we're going to build the transmission. All right, I'll make sure I leave links in the description, and also, guys, if you're not subscribed, subscribe now, and yeah, hit that notification bell. That way you can help me grow this channel. And if you're into these type of videos, like I said, subscribe, and we're definitely gonna have more going. So what I'm going to be doing, like I said, is the transmission. So I have all the parts. Let me prepare my tools and get everything organized. And that's key, guys. Stay organized, keep everything in place, and make sure you have your Loctite ready. All right, let's get to it. All right, so it's time to open up the parts I need to build this transmission. Now, this transmission, I thought would have went together very simply, but I guess the design of it, being that it is aluminum, made it a little bit more complicated. At first, I thought everything was going up perfectly. I was like, wow, this is too smooth, no issues. But later on in the video, I will explain to you guys what happened. Okay, so yeah. Go ahead and watch me grease up the gears and pop the gears in there and make sure everything gets assembled correctly, which it isn't hard. I mean, they got tons of YouTube videos that show you guys how to actually assemble a transmission. Now, this is for a two-wheel drive, Traxxas /. So I'm sure other transmissions are a little different. I typically only work with two-wheel drives. I haven't stepped outside the realm of two-wheel drives, only for the Red Cat Lightning Drift DTX RC car, and it's because I wanted to actually try and get into four-wheel drive RC. Okay, two-wheel drive is fun. Four-wheel drive is, I don't know, it's a different experience, especially when you're trying to do, you know, drifting and, you know, other things like that, you know. So it's just more grip, you know, 4 tires spinning versus 2 tires spinning. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm really taking my time to grease everything and make sure that, you know, when it's in there, it's not creating friction. You know, you don't want your gears to overheat. Things start warping when they overheat. Okay, now I'm not expecting this thing to hit 100 miles an hour. I'm not even gearing it for that. And that's for a later video on how to gear your car to go fast. But I'm gearing it for roughly around 70 miles an hour. But I'm not saying it's gonna hit 70, more likely, you know, 50 easily. But yeah, I mean, it's a GNX. I'm not, you know, the body's not designed for speed. So I really just want this this car to be a replica of the one Kendrick Lamar had. And it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate that those tires did not fit. 65 millimeter tires. wheels, and they were perfect. They were an exact match, but I had to get something different, which are 103 millimeters limited edition carbon fiber. That's all I'm going to tell you until you guys watch the next video. The wheels are amazing, and I think they'll be a nice touch of Hood Da Vinci. Just put my own little twist on it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a beautiful car, and the results won't be for everyone. But who like it, and who don't. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, let me get back to the video. Make sure you guys use Loctite. Okay, Loctite keeps everything from unscrewing when you're hitting high speeds, and your car's bouncing around. Sometimes your screw can unscrew itself and fall out, and then next thing you know, your car's taking a left turn faster than it just crashed to a wall. Boom. What the? Anyways, Loctite it. You know what I'm saying? I know earlier on in the video I told you guys to stay, neat and keep everything organized. Look at my table everywhere. But I know what's what. For you guys, try to keep things separate. I've been doing this for about 3 years now, so I'm pretty used to putting together these transmissions. Not this particular transmission. This was a new one. So this one is based off the 272R Magnum. Only difference is it's aluminum. And here's the transmission here, just a little look around, And I actually like this motor. I hope this motor doesn't suck. We'll find out, real soon. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the chassis, assemble that. Fortunately, I don't have the front bulkhead, so I couldn't put on the front end. I'm still waiting for that in the mail, so we'll get to the front end of business when that comes. Might I add, it took me 24 to 48 hours to work on this car because I had issues with screws stripping, so be careful with that. What's going on, peoples? All right, so we had a couple issues. The issues are the tires are too small. We have a 12 millimeter right here hex on the inside. These are 17 millimeters. Also, I won't be able to put the brake pads on with these, so I had to order new wheels. The wheels were really expensive, so it just brought this car up even further in price. So another thing, I had to order different wheel extensions. Okay, these are 10 millimeters. I had to order some 6. So I know I was going to have problems with this car in the beginning. I thought everything was cool, but it's not. Also, the transmission, the housing case, I don't know what's going on with it. All the gears are in there, the idler gear, everything's in there and it's set up properly. But for some reason, when I close it, I cannot spin the drive shaft here. Okay, not the drive shaft, the slipper clutch shaft. So I ordered another one. We ordered the 272R Magnum. This was based off of that. Now maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. Could be I just need to sand something out, but I don't want to do that with this car. I want everything to be mint. So anyways, the motor is good. Also, we have to compress the shocks, but I can't do that until I get the wheels to know how high the car body is going to be once it's up there. And I need the front bulkhead, which hasn't came yet. That's why I haven't put the steering column on. I mean, it's bolted up there. Also, this is 40 kilograms. All right. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I had to order a couple more pieces, and yeah, this thing will be put up fairly quickly once I get the transmission. I mean, you don't have an RC car if the transmission isn't there. You know, you just got steering front wheels. Push it in, steer it. So, also, these wheel extensions didn't work. Okay, now they are 12 millimeters. They fit in there perfectly, but the issue is I couldn't slide it on here. So, and I don't know if it's because this needs to be drilled out just a little bit more. I mean, but even if that is the case, I don't need the wheels to stick out too far. So just went ahead, like I said, ordered some nice carbon fiber wheels, and they are belted, rated for 6S, because I'm thinking about hopping this up. Okay, maybe a 2050 kV. I can't put a 20 I believe it's a 2020 or something like that, but I can't fit that can in here because this housing area right here only allows you to put so big of a motor in there. So, and this is a 4300 kV 4-pole. Okay, some it's basic. I can't put the fan on. So I'm kind of bummed out about that as well, because once it's in there, you see it's in there, and I can't fit the fan. So yeah, that kind of sucks. That threw me for one too. So I mean, it is what it is. You know, I don't want to mess anything up. Everything's here. I just got to take off 2 more screws, separate this from that, and when the new transmission come, I'll do a video on the install, and I'm hoping that I can fit this on there, and also the black plate, as this is a 272R, is based off of that, so it should be similar enough to pop this on there, because I want to stick with the same aesthetics, you know, silver, although those tires I got coming don't have silver in them, which is whatever, but they're nice. And then this, you know, this is silver. The shocks are somewhat silver. I don't know how much I like these shocks, but I like the gold inside of them. Pretty cool. But yeah, so this project is becoming a little bit more and more expensive every day. Also, this amp, I mean, this ESC is rated at 60 amps. So it's not that much. So I'm not really going to push this car. I'm going to try to keep it down in weight. It's really for aesthetics looks only, like just style, you know, finesse, riding down the street, having its little speakers in it. But other than that, yeah. Also, I don't believe this is going to work, okay? This hot racing steering joint right here. Here, I'll show you. So in order to get this to work, I will have to shave off some of the part right here, and I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like that's necessary, you know. So I'll just go ahead and reorder another one of those, just different, you know, different style. I need one without this much meat on it, you know. If that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, man. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you want to see this build come to life, and you got to be following so that you can keep up with the videos. I'm going to be posting little snips here and there, but for the most part, if you want to see the full video, it will be in my YouTube channel. And also, I'm not going to post it just yet, so enjoy the little shorts that I put up, because it's going to take a while to edit, and I'm not that good. So good night.